world's most advanced drivetrain switches between two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive this simply. American Motors introduces Select Drive to the American Eagle. Four-wheel drive security at highway speeds, four-wheel drive traction off-road, and as simply as this, two-wheel drive mileage matching citation. Now the world leader in four-wheel drive makes switching to two-wheel drive this simple. The Select Drive Eagles. New from American Motors.
This prescription drug costs $20.95. This prescription drug didn't. It's called a generic drug. Generic drugs are high-quality drugs that do the same job as brand-name drugs, but there's an important difference. Generic drugs can cost you less. So the next time you need a prescription drug, remember to ask your pharmacist about generic drugs. High quality at a sensible price. Generic drugs. Get the facts from your pharmacist.
John Blunt and Andrea Joyce all weekend long, only on News 4.
Action! And act naturally. Unmask yourself and make your face for all to see. Oh, it is you. Now I recognize you. You're the good-for-naught Count of Monty Hall.
Right. Let's make a deal.
I deal not with pretenders to the throne.
Hey, you're not dealing with any ordinary pretender here. I'm the great pretender.
I care it not. Prepare to die.
You will not vanquish me, you cunning.
Wait. You know, it's a shame this isn't the 20th century.
Why's that?
Because if it was, we could be doing this on an escalator. It'd save us both a lot of trouble.
Hey there, all you greasers! It's time for Sha Na Na! Now here they are, all greased up and ready to sing their brains out. Sha Na Na!
Well, I want somebody to tell me what's wrong with me. Yes, I want somebody to tell me what's wrong with me. You know I ain't into trouble, ain't so much for misery. Fannie Mae, baby, won't you please come home? Oh, Fannie Mae, baby, won't you please come home? I ain't had no real good love since you've been gone. I can hear your name ringing all down the line. I can hear your name ringing all down the line. I want to know if you love me or if I'm wasting my time. I know, whoa, for me. Ain't so much of trouble, come back to misery.
Thank you. Good evening and welcome to Sha Na Na. Now, we want to open the show by saying that a lot of you guys have been writing in and making fun of Donnie for being so dopey. Well, let me tell you something. Now, Donnie's one of Sha Na Na, and Sha Na Na is all smart. Right, guys? Right! Yeah, that's right. And we ought to know, because we travel with him, and we sing with him. We know Donnie is as smart as anybody else in the whole world. Right, guys? Right! Yeah! Thank you. Happy, Donnie? Thank you.
Okay.
Now that we Thank you. Hey, enough, Einstein. Now that we got that straightened out, let's get on with the show.
Mom, help.
They can leave home, but they always come back.
But, Mom, I can't get my clothes clean like you can.
Maybe it's your dry bleach. I use Clorox 2 because it's the best for cleaning colors.
But these grass stains...
That's why Clorox 2's the best. It's extra strength, gets out tough stains better than the others. Oh, come on.
Extra strength Clorox 2 beats the rest at cleaning colors the best.
Stains gone. Mom, what would I do without you?
From now on, Jeff, your own laundry.
Stop that train!
Robert, it's juicy new grape flavors. Gotta get through.
Introducing the grapest Hubba Bubba ever.
Grape flavor!
New grape flavor Hubba Bubba is soft and juicy, and you can blow amazing no-stick bubbles that won't stick to your face.
They're calling this a grape cream robbery!
Big bubbles, no troubles.
Listen, Cookie, I'm going out to lunch now, and I'm expecting a very important phone call. So if a Mr. Schwartz from the Acme Finance Company calls, tell him I'm out to lunch and ask him to call back in an hour. Have you got that?
Yeah. If Mr. Schwartz calls, I should tell him you're out to lunch and to call back in an hour. Greaser's Hall Settlement House, all non-fussy, Director and Resident Secretary Cookie speaking. No, I'm sorry, Mr. Schwartz. He went out to lunch and wants you to call him back in an hour.
Why did you do that?
Oh, I always do what you tell me to do.
Yeah, but I was still standing right here.
Well, you didn't tell me that.
I'm sorry. Next time you get a call, tell them you're out to lunch.
Hey, Nashville knows. How come we're all dressed like country singers?
Because, Grits, boss, we're having a surprise party for that great country singer, Kenny Rogers.
You're dreaming, Barn Breath. We got about as much chance of getting Kenny Rogers on this show as Donnie has of finding his brain.
He's right. Here. Hello. I know that, and yous know that, but Dottie West don't know that, and she's coming to the party.
Genius. Visionary.
Hey, oh, it's Dottie West. Dottie, welcome to our surprise party. You know, everyone's here. Here's a Johnny Cash.
Well, nice to see you again, Dottie.
And Braves.
A little bit of chill let me down.
And here's Dolly Parton.
I couldn't miss her.
And the late Hank Williams.
Hey, I was here on time.
Really? And who are you?
Oh, Loretta Lynn. Paul Martin's daughter.
Yeah, I sure do. I get it all right. You guys are Sha Na Na, and I thought this was a surprise party.
Well, it is. You're surprised, ain't you?
I think so.
Ladies and gentlemen, a great friend of Sha Na Na and a great country singer, Dottie West!
Well, I've been thinking about the things you told me, about the way that I want you to hold me. I pride myself on my self-control, but I'm afraid I'm starting to lose it. I don't mind phone calls in the middle of the night. Baby, you can call me anytime you like. If you don't want to see a big girl cry, you better mean it when you say you love me. I never been up so high, but baby, don't you let me down. I never meant to love better hurry, 'cause we don't want to miss it. I can see by the way we're moving that our hearts just ain't in it. Or we could listen to the stereo, or we could ask over some friends we know. Play a little bit of tic-tac-toe, or just turn out the lights and forget it. And baby, take it up so high, don't you ever let me down. Never felt love so fine. And now that I've tried it, ooh, you know how I like it. I've never been up so high, baby, don't you let me down. I never felt love so fine. And now that I've tried it, ooh, you know how I like it. Up so high, baby, don't you let me down. I never felt love so fine. And now that I've tried it,
Cookie, I would like... Ginger, what are you doing here?
Cookie had to go out, so I'm filling in.
Well, you're doing an excellent job.
Thank you. And I thought being a secretary was hard.
Well, not if you pace yourself. By the way, what happened to that letter I asked Cookie to type?
Oh, she wanted it to be typed perfectly, so she took it out to a typing service.
Well, why didn't she stay here and have you take it out?
Because I'm not a secretary.
So far, you're as good as she is.
Thank you, Mr. Fussy.
You know, she might even be a little better.
I'm not a juvenile delinquent.
Right, and you do nothing wrong. Life will be so nice, you'd be in paradise. I know, because I'm not a juvenile delinquent. Listen, boys and girls, you need not be blue. Life is what you make of it, it all depends on you. I know, because I'm not a juvenile delinquent. It's easy to be good, it's hard to be bad. Stay out of trouble and you be glad. Take a tip from me and you will see how happy you will be. So, boys and girls, this is my story and I have all of my glory. I know, because I'm not a juvenile delinquent. It's easy to be good, it's hard to be bad. Stay out of trouble and you be sad. Take a talk from me and you will see how happy you will be. Whoa, boys and girls, this is my story and I have all of my glory. I know, because I'm not a juvenile delinquent. No, 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 I'm not a juvenile delinquent.
I'm not a juvenile delinquent.
You hear a lot of offers on TV, but I'm going to tell you about the biggest one Time magazine has ever made. If you try Time now, look what you get absolutely free. This Time Desk Reference Library. 3 volumes in a case. It's got a Webster dictionary. Here, look up obedience. And it's got a Roget's Thesaurus, where it's easy to find just the right word.
There must be a better way to say cooperate.
There is, sweetheart. Look in there. And it's got a 270-page Signet Hammond Atlas with full-color, up-to-date maps of every country.
Where's Zimbabwe?
Right in here. And best of all, you'll get Time magazine at half the cover price. Every week, Time brings you the information you need about the world we live in. Not just telling you what happens, but why. Sorting out the international scene for you. Fitting all the pieces together so you understand. Telling you what's going on in Washington and how it's going to affect your family. If it's important or fascinating, you'll find it waiting for you in Time. From new medicines that are saving lives to movie reviews that may save your evenings. From the antics of the rich and beautiful to the protests of the poor but hopeful. Time's got something for everybody. Helping you do better in business, even helping you have more fun. Time is packed with so much that matters that every issue has 29 million readers, and you'll be getting it for less than half the cover price. Just call this toll-free number and get 25 issues for $16.97, the basic subscription rate. That's less than 69 cents an issue. And don't forget, with your paid subscription, you get the Time Desk Reference Library absolutely free. This is the biggest offer Time has ever made on TV. So call now, 1-800-621-8200. That's 1-800-621-8200. And get Time for your family.
Time, thanks.
Did you find it yet?
Nope.
For 15 cents to see the elephant jump the fence. He jumped so high that he touched the sky and didn't get back into the 4th of July. Walking the dog, just walking that dog. If you don't know how to do it, I'll show you how to walk the dog. Woof, woof. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
I hate going up for these dog food commercials.
Yeah, they treat you like animals. Yeah, they don't even have a fire hydrant in the dressing room.
I don't care what they do as long as I don't have to work with cats. They're so catty.
I wonder if Benji started out this way.
They all did, even Spot Schmulowitz. Who's Spot Schmulowitz? Well, you know him as Lassie, but I knew him before he had his teeth capped and his nose fixed, along with everything else.
Personally, I think Lassie overacts.
Next! That's me.
Good luck, flea face.
Hey, why the hangdog expression, Hydrant Hips?
It's this dog food. It's terrible. And such small portions.
Yeah. Hey, why can't they make dog food that tastes like a mailman's ankle?
Hey, did you get the job? Nah, I turned it down. They wanted me to growl, and my character wouldn't do that. Besides, they wanted a Dalmatian.
But you are a Dalmatian.
I know, but I didn't want to be typecast. Mary, Mary, quite contrary. Tell me, how does your garden grow? Oh, well, you've got silver bells, and you've got cockle shells, and little maids all in a row. Walking that dog. Just walking that dog. Come on. If you don't know how to do it, I'll show you how to walk my dog. Here, boy, come here, boy. Look out. Oh, come on, baby.
Trixie! Queenie, how are you? Oh, don't ask. You know Fluffy, my youngest daughter.
Sure, the one with the nice fur coat who was owned by a doctor?
That's the one. Well, she ran off with a guy from another religion, a Saint Bernard.
Saint Bernards are supposed to have such fine breeding.
Oh, this Bernard was no saint. You know, he learned how to take the cork out of his keg and became a big drunk.
No.
Yes, and now my Fluffy's so nervous she started to shed.
She should have stayed with my Bruno. He's in seeing eye work now.
Your Bruno was always very smart. Only chewed the best books. Worked hard, though. But no, my kids, they go for the bombs, then they come to me and tell me their troubles.
Don't complain. I should be so lucky. I have 72 children, and not one of them calls.
Oh! Walking. Come here, boy. Come on, come on. Come here. We're going to walk it down. Come on. Oh! Whoa! Walking. Yeah. If you don't know how to do it, I'll show you how to walk my dog.
Just walking.
Search presents The Encounter. You never know when you're going to wind up face to face with someone. With Search, you're always ready.
I think I was here first.
Well, let's share the ride. Only Search has a great taste, plus a glistening drop of resin and a fresh, clean flavor to get your breath fresh enough to go face to face. Where are you going?
Wherever you are.
Search for breath that's face to face fresh.
Give me a mountain and nothing to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. All I need is sunshine and smooth, refreshing mountain dew. Yeah, give me a river, give me a dew. Give me my good friends, give me a dew. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do you carry MasterCard and Visa? If not, call now. Time Saver can help you get MasterCard and Visa. The credit you need often to rent a car, make confirmed hotel reservations, pay by check. Have you been rejected because you're young, divorced, had credit problems, or your bank is not issuing credit cards? Time Saver can turn rejection into MasterCard Visa approval. You may win a Cadillac Cimarron in the Time Saver sweepstakes. Call now for a free application, entry form, and official rules. Establish your credit with MasterCard and Visa. Call this number right now. Tonight, go for the best. At 7, it's Disney's Wonderful World. At 8 on Chips, escaped convicts go on a terror spree. Then at 9...
Now you can sit back and relax.
But something goes wrong. Jack Lemmon, Lee Grant, and James Stewart star in Airport 77, followed by all the latest on News 4. And at 11:45, the music of B.J. Thomas and Fleetwood Mac. That's tonight, starting at 7.
What kind of man is a Sha Na Na? This Sha Na Na sings, dances, writes music, and has an IQ. Because of his IQ, he's frequently accused of showing off and using big words unnecessarily, to which he replies, moi, pedantic, sacre bleu. In addition, he is into his own space, loves French food, especially fries and toast, and has a current library card, which he uses to pick his teeth. He is Denny. Denny is a Sha Na Na. Aren't you glad you're not?
And they called it puppy love. Oh, I guess they'll never know how a young heart really feels and why I love her so. And they called it puppy love just because we're 17. Will them all, please tell them it isn't fair to take away my only dream. I cry each night my tears for you. My tears are all in vain. Oh, I hope and I pray that maybe someday you'll be back in my arms once again. Someone help me, help me, help me, please. Is the answer up above? How can I, oh, how could I tell them this is not a puppy love? This is not a puppy love. Someone help me, help me, help me, please. Is the answer up above? How
Imagine right now at Clyde's, you can buy carpet for less than it cost the manufacturer to make it. Sound impossible? It's not, because they're remnants of closeouts, overruns, and irregulars. Imagine savings of 30 to a whopping 70%. If you're looking for one room or a whole house full of carpet at an extremely low price, this Clyde's Carpet Remnant Sale is for you. But this sale ends Thursday when the doors close at 9. Clyde's, the bargain hunters carpet stores.
This is Impulse. Celebrate this year's Montreux Jazz Festival with a Go for Jazz t-shirt. When you buy one, Channel 4 in your local store will donate money to help local college musicians go to Montreux, Switzerland for next year's jazz competition. Go for Montreux, go for jazz t-shirts.
Available at Emily's across the street, RPM Records, The Shirt Gallery, The Bull Shirt, Artware, The Shirtery, Tobacco Road, and Soccer Specialists.
Well, that's our show for tonight. I'd like to thank our guest, Dottie West, for bringing a little Nashville to Greaserland. And now, here's a letter from a viewer. What reads, superb is not quite the word for yous. Everybody where I am thinks yous are the greatest. In fact, my girlfriend, Josephine, thinks you're the end. She's the one who told me all about yous. I know yous might be pleased to know that a lot of people in the military respect yous highly. Signed, Napoleon Bonaparte, Emperor of France. P.S. Send a cake with a file in it. Hey, don't laugh. A fan's a fan, and he could be a Nielsen family. I mean, they gotta represent nuts too, right? Oh, and in closing, let me remind you that William Macbeth Breath Shakespeare once said, all the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. If any of you can figure out what that means, please write in and let us know. Until we hear from you, good night, and grease it or piece it.
This program was previously recorded for broadcast at this time. And so is what I'm saying.
Peter Sellers is the world's greatest criminal genius in After the Fox, Monday night's 8 o'clock movie on TV 50.